What is going on, peeps? I haven't given you much in a while because I got my own place now. Fucking right. Moving on up, I guess. Struggling on my own, but I gotta do this. There's the XJ. You guys saw it a while back. I think you saw it when I flushed the radiator and all that. But since then, this doesn't look super great, but I'm getting bigger fender flares that are going to cover all this. This is all metal that was just tacked in. I didn't buff these down or anything. Didn't really give a shit. But I put in the Rusty's cutout plates because I had major rust in that area. It's called a tuck and fold. It's known. That's Alex. Her hand's full of sand. Thank you, Alex. But this side looks pretty good too as well. I had a lot of building to do just to get that clean. I'm going to be doing a shackle relocation, and as you can see the way that bolt is sitting in there, the bushings are finished and that shit looks rusted to hell. I'm going to have fun there. I'm going to be dropping a lot of stuff to clean up the rust on the chassis. I have rock sliders and rocker panels left to do. I'm debating on cutting all that shit out and just putting a beam in there and calling it a day. That would be a cheaper route to go to fix it. This was completely rusted and dented in, so I got a replacement. Gonna be doing a antenna delete. For now, that's just taped up because I did use it the other day and something major happened, but got the lead bar going. I had to fab up these two holes because if you just center screw it in, it was all over the place, so it wasn't too hard to do. I fucked up my windshield. I have like a molding that goes around, and one day I was just setting it back in and it was just missing a little bit to be in there, and I just barely touched it with my hand. I went like, I guess it was already under stress. So you guys saw the rust that came out of the radiator a few months ago. Well, maybe a month and a half ago. I flushed it twice. I put a cleaner in there and the radiator blew. And this thing needs a new radiator. So right now I'm taking it apart. My sister creeping up on me. Good thing there's a shadow. She would have scared the shit out of me. But new thermostat, water pump, obviously. If everything was full of rust, I got to change all that shit out. So yeah, I just got a notification. You guys heard that. But right now today what I'm doing is this. This is a problem that a lot of people do when they lift their Jeep. Look at this hydraulic hose. I'm not even off-roading. It's just on droop. Look how tight that is. Any tighter than that, it would break. And then I wouldn't have any brakes at all off-roading. That would be nice. So, let's get that fixed. Well, that got out of fucking hand. There's a caliper. Fucking buff that up real good. Put some primer on there. Rust converter primer after I cleaned it, obviously, the best I could. It's got 2 top coats of heat resistant paint. And this is what's going on here. I was just supposed to put that other line on. It's like, I don't know if you guys can notice, but I buffed everything down. And I'm going to treat it and paint it and make this thing right. Just, if I'm going to go somewhere, I'm going to do it right. So, that's it, guys. It's going to be fucking nuts. Way better than my old one. You guys look on my channel, my old white one. I put stuff on it, a lot of bolt-ons, but I didn't go in depth and do stuff like this. So this is really cool. I know I'm supposed to tag you guys along. I'm still waiting for the head and chest mount for the GoPro. And then we'll be able to work together. You guys would have loved to watch me take that coil spring out. That was fucking interesting. But I learned my shocks are dead. They just, I can squish them all the way down and they'll stay there, and they're weak. They're old. Coil spring still looks good. I'm going to clean that up, paint that as well. I got a 1-inch spacer because I think that's a 3.5-inch coil spring, and I want to be at 4.5 inches. That's about where I'm comfortable at. because any higher than that, you got like SYE, I think it's called, for the transfer case to the rear diff to do. And then the angles of the different of the drive shafts kind of get out of whack and stuff like that. And then you have to upgrade a track bar because it's not sitting straight anymore. It's just fucking, there's so much more to do once you pass 4-inch lift. It's crazy, and I'm trying to keep this thing as simple as possible, but done right. So, I didn't do anything on the front. I made a fucking mess in the garage, buffing and cleaning. I'll have to get to that someday. Tomorrow I have an oil change on a 2016 Dodge Caravan, and also my buddy's coming with his Mustang. I'm going to be doing I'm going to wash it, hose it down with the air compressor to get all the air out. Then I'm going to tape up certain areas. I'm going to compound it, and then I'm going to wash it again, and then I'm going to wax it. $100 job, so should be pretty fucking interesting. I'll be dead as fuck at the end of the day. But anyways, alright, I'm out.